Killer title: The Bay Harbor Butcher. Killer: Dexter Morgan, the protagonist in the Dexter franchise. Movement speed: 4.6 meters per second. Tear radius: 24 meters. Height: average. Killer cosmetics: blood spatter analysis outfit as the default cosmetic. Prestige cosmetic. Classic kill outfit as a very rare cosmetic. Butcher outfit as a very rare cosmetic, along with an additional headpiece. White hazmat suit as a very rare cosmetic. The Dark Defender as a very rare cosmetic. And Brian Moser as a legendary cosmetic with a unique Mori. Weapons. They should be different weapons, specifically these ones he uses throughout the series. He has a kitchen knife, butcher knife, hunting knife, and it would be nice to be able to use whichever one you want, just like the Unknown, for example. He has many weapon choices. Power: Dark Passenger. Special ability: Dark Passenger. Press the power button and you'll immediately be undetectable and have the ability to use the M99. Special attack: M99. Survivors attacked with the M99 will immediately be put into the dying state and will briefly suffer from these status effects: black blurred vision, or black and blurred vision. I'll put like an example on the screen, and muffled audio. So similar to um, old Knockout. I think that'd be very nice to add. Yeah. Special interaction: Tranquilizer. If a survivor is attacked with the M99, there will be a brief animation of the Bay Harbor Butcher injecting the M99 into the survivor's neck. I was thinking about adding more to the power, although I have no idea what I would add. Perhaps the simplicity of this makes it perfect. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Mori. I think the Mori should be how Dexter Morgan usually kills his victims. A table will spawn along with all of the tools Dexter uses. The survivor being Mori'd, and Dexter will be like in this plastic wrap room. A very dim light hanging above the survivor. The survivor will be strapped down to the table with plastic wrap. Dexter uses a scalpel to cut the survivor's cheek, puts blood on a blood slide, and then stabs the survivor in the chest. Survivors: Debra Morgan and Angel Batista. Survivor cosmetics for Debra: Lieutenant as the default cosmetic, Prestige cosmetic, Police Officer as a very rare cosmetic, and Maria LaGuerta as a legendary cosmetic. Survivor cosmetics for Angel: Sergeant as the default cosmetic, Prestige cosmetic, Homicide Detective as a very rare cosmetic, and James Stokes as a legendary cosmetic. Map: Miami Metro Police Department. Charms. There's many charms you can add, although these came to mind: Blood Slide Trophy Case, Slice of Life Boat, Blue Shipping Container, Black Bag. Profile pictures and banners. Here's some profile picture and banner ideas. Put them up on the screen. Why I think Dexter Morgan should be a killer. Now, I want to talk about this because I know that many people think that Dexter Morgan should be a survivor, and many people think that Dexter Morgan should be a killer. And so the reason why I think Dexter Morgan should be a killer is because, well, so we know that he kills murderers and, he kills killers. But the reason why he kills killers to begin with is because of the code that his dad and that psychiatrist came up with, which was, okay, Dexter Morgan is gonna kill anyway. I believe he was killing animals. In his like early stages, he was killing animals, and so they came up with the code so that if he was going to kill, he might as well be directed towards people who deserve it. So that's the reason why the code was created, and that's the reason why he kills killers. And um, I want to also compare it to like how Kaneki is in the trial and how he's a killer. Um, he doesn't want to kill the survivors, but the entity is intentionally starving him so that he does. So he has no choice. And I feel like the entity could do something very similar when it comes to Dexter Morgan and his dark passenger. Um, those are just my thoughts, but if I had to put Dexter Morgan, if he is more of a survivor or more of a killer, I'd put him on killer. But I feel like when it comes to him killing killers, it's the intention, right? Okay, he's killing killers, which is helping the world, right? He's helping the world by getting rid of these sick individuals that are doing sick things. But his intentions, bro, like his intentions, he's doing both. But I don't think helping the world was like primary. I feel like it just so happened to collide with what he wanted, and it also benefited humanity. Theories. There is a movie poster on the map Greenville Square called His Body. We know that Dexter Morgan cuts up his victims and puts them in black bags. I also do want to include the movie poster, The Sinking Ones. I previously mentioned it on the Jaws concept, although we do know that Dexter dumps the black bags in the ocean. Dexter's 20th anniversary does land in October of this year, and this year is also Dead by Daylight's 10th anniversary. Apparently, Dexter is getting some video game collaborations with Fortnite and Grand Theft Auto 6 for its 20th anniversary. So I did want to mention that. So the chances of Dexter being added to Dead by Daylight, specifically this year, is very high since, I mean, they both got an anniversary going on, but it's just a theory. I may be wrong, and I don't want to sound like an idiot if it's not true. But yeah. So just throwing that out there. And that's about it. If you guys have any concepts for this chapter, put them in the comments. I enjoy reading the concepts you guys come up with, and you guys might come up with something different. So I'm very curious, and until then, see you, thank you, and I'm out of here. Tonight's the night.